For those of you who don't know, my name's Jordan. I've been vlogging the last couple of months, getting back into it. This is my first video that I'm making to go on my different channels, and this video is going to be kind of a heavy one. If you've been following along, you know that my family and I have had a difficult journey with our home. At one point we thought we were getting evicted and going to go homeless. Luckily things worked out and we didn't, but we still have a long road ahead of us. Now, in the link below, I have listed 3 phases that we're going to be going through, and I'm going to talk about them in this video. Now, what are these phases? These are the 3 phases that we have to use to kickstart the journey of our forever home. So we're buying the home that we've been living in. I've lived in this house for 10 plus years at this point, I don't remember. And it wasn't until the last 12 to 18 months that things started to really go downhill. The foundation is bad and getting worse, to the point where we have everything is affected. We have walls caving, we have ceilings crumbling, door frames are all jacked up. The roof, it leaks. The gutters need all done. Why do I specify those 3 things? Because we thought we were getting those covered. We were under the impression that when we were getting ready to start this, that those 3 items, because they're severe and they're something that we've been struggling and dealing with for years now. Well, years for the roof. The foundation, obviously we were struggling from it, but we didn't realize it until recently, like I said. So, phase 1 is the backyard. Creating a safe backyard, because the neighbors redid their fence and it opened up a lot of visual where it used to be a barrier. So the dogs are a little more active, and the fence that I put up was not meant for forever. And now that they can see through, they are kind of beating the crap out of it, and it's not going to last. Which is fine. It's pallets and chicken wire, for Pete's sake, and it's keeping them in right now. So it's doing its job. We already have the materials planned. We just have to figure out a day to go get them. And I also have to correlate that along with my friends that can help me, because I can't do this job on my own because of my injury. If you didn't know, about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, feels like eons at this point, I sustained a serious injury at my old job. I say old because once I had this injury, I proved to be unuseful to them, and they targeted and terminated. So I have chronic pain that I suffer with daily, that I manage. I have to take multiple medications for it, injections. It's not a fun, easy thing. But I'm still going, and I'm gonna make this happen either way. But with your support, it could be a lot easier on us, and we could definitely use a break, which we're not gonna get one with this long journey ahead, but you know, it's nice to dream of it. So, the fence. We're building a complete privacy fence, actually bringing up the backyard fence to create private parking for us back there, which is something that I've dreamed of for many years. Street parking is so stressful, especially living in Northside, right by the main road. So anytime we have big events, our street gets built. So that's phase 1, because the fence, we have to make it secure for the dogs. It's literally falling over, and if we wait too long, they're just gonna get through. And I don't have the stamina to chase a husky shepherd, and a shepherd mix around Northside. They're all really fast, and I'm not fast anymore. So this is phase 1. Now, you'll see all the materials listed that we're needing, and kind of a numerical value of, like, if you donate this much, you're helping us cover this cost. The backyard, like I said, we're pretty okay. Now, granted, once we get to where I'm putting up the slabs, that's going to be a little expensive. I say that's going to be a little expensive. I say that because it's kind of over the budget. Because the post and the concrete and the frames, the 2x4 framing, that's all going to be dumb expensive. But, you know, safety, security is my priority, and this is our forever home. So I have to make the decision. Spend a little to redo again later, or find quality, compare, and invest, which is what I'm going to be doing with every step of this. Now let's talk about phase 2. Phase 2 is the dry storage, which isn't really dry right now because, like I said, foundational issues, roofing issues. There's literal separation right here, and it just pours water. So there's like a whole quarter of the room that can't be used. We have a lot of stuff that we use in here, and it was nice when we had it. Now here's the thing. This doorway I'm currently sitting in, I'm gonna seal off. Why? Because there's a door right here that was blocked up. I'm not sure why, but I'm gonna open that up, and this whole space is gonna become accessible to be a storage / pantry, because we don't have any food storage in our kitchen, and it is so small, and we have all the walls lined with shelving. It's too overwhelming, and I can't. So I'm gonna make this an expansion, which will allow us to fully utilize the kitchen and make it what my wife wants it. That's the kitchen's really probably it's in the top 3 of importance. The office is my number 1. I can't wait to have my gaming space and everything. It's gonna be really cool. Oh, hey, squirrels. Oh, they're fighting, dude. What do you imagine? Think I get an interview with them? I don't know. They might hurt me. Ooh, somebody's nuts. So this is a easy project. The problem is, I can't start anything interior until we get the foundation and the roof done. And that's why this video and this link and your donations are just, they're needed. And I'm sorry. I feel so pathetic asking for donations. I never thought I would be sitting here, let alone sitting at this house 10 plus years later. Sorry, I had something weird. Trying to figure out how to make things work to protect my family, to protect my son. I didn't know I'd be figuring out and building my wife's dream kitchen, sketching out my dream office, my dream backyard. I always thought it was gonna be at least a easier baseline, like, you know, a house that's not slipping and caving in. But what's life without some challenge, you know? It's always been a challenge. And it will be. That's what life is, right? Challenges that we have to overcome. And it's just like Elden Ring. Once we fucking do it, it feels so good. Speaking of Elden Ring, fuck you, Mesmar. I still can't beat him. So, phase 2, that's the rundown. But the reality is, we need those couple aspects done first. Which means, a lot of times going to be dedicated to phase 1. Getting the fencing, getting the everything restructured. And it's going to be nice. Because the backyard, I know, will be at, I'll say at minimum 50% once we get the fencing done. And it'll be just in time for football, if not sooner. It'll definitely be sooner. I don't know why I'm saying that. I have to get this fence done. I'm gonna lose my mind. Alright. Well, I said this is vlog style, so you get to see and hear all this. Let's go to phase 3 and talk about that. Welcome to phase 3. The kitchen. As always, interior work can't happen until we get the roof and foundation done. But there's a lot of stuff that can still be done. One thing that we are doing is kind of like a severe deep clean to get kind of a better idea of what we're going to be dealing with. Because like when it comes to the interior, and you'll see all this listed, we have to take everything out. The walls, like all of this crown molding or whatever you call it, the sheetrock, the flooring. I don't think we'll have to replace the subflooring in the kitchen. Fingers crossed. But everywhere, well, the living room will most likely need it. I'm also hoping that like bedrooms and everywhere carpeted will be fine. It should be, but this all has to come up and out. That wall right there behind the microwave and all the shelving, that's where the doorway is. It's blocked up, so literally in the kitchen you go right there. We'll have a full pantry and everything. The ceiling, if you look at my TikTok, you'll see some past videos. I used to have some really cool raccoon neighbors. We had to drive them away with loud music and lights, but during the time that they were tormenting us, they were super cute and they'd poke their head through, and I loved it. They were my favorite. I miss them, but they can stay happy wherever they are. So all the ceiling has to come down, replaced. All of the cabinetry, these cabinets up here, they'll be fine. We can refinish them. All of this stuff down here, however, gonzo. Once we get the sheetrock taken off, we have to frame everything because there's no framing or insulation. I'm hoping that the entire left side of the house inside, we can leave exposed brick because that'll look really cool. As long as I have everything else, like especially the floors and the other side insulated, I don't think we'll have an issue. I mean, we've been maintaining decently with what we have, and I think once we get some insulation rolling, we'll be much better off. But we can't do that until we get the what? The foundation and the roof fixed. I had to spice up the video somehow, you know? Spice. Been in this kitchen for a long time. Dreamed about a lot of different things. Dealt with a lot of BS. But it's time. It's time for my family and I to have the house we deserve, because we have been putting in the work. We've been doing our best, and it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off. Especially with you beautiful people watching and liking and subscribing. Even if you can't donate, go to my YouTube, give it a like, subscribe. If you're on Twitch, just follows and likes. They go a long way. But if you can donate, you're helping this family have a safe home. So thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Reach out. Once you go to my website, you'll see all my information. Love to chat if you want to chat. Take care, guys.